Yes, Zaga, Yaga Ya. You know the vibes. You're rocking up with yours truly, Showtime Sizzle. I am the Sauce, Shanus. Good afternoon to all. Oh man, that breeze is everything, man. When you are in a sweat box, that's what I call this truck. A sweat box with no air conditioner. You get a nice breeze come through. Oh man, it's like everything. It's like everything. But let me get an image up there. Let's pay homage to the king, gone but never forgotten. Shout out to the Haitian sensation. Haiti, Sapase, living legends never die, Patrick Day. But yo, my thesis today is right. Um, you know, pretty soon the fight should be announced, right? But you keep hearing that every single day, thumbnail after thumbnail. And I just want like to wake y'all up on something, right? When the fight does break in is announced, most likely old media, Mike Cobbinger, guys like that is going to be the ones to leak it. It's not going to come from YouTube, man. It's not. And I'm not saying it in a negative light, but I'm gonna just say this, right? When it comes to YouTube and information, right? You have so many channels that they are in do have access to fighters and team members and you know coaches, but I'm trying to paint the picture for you, right? The coaches, the team members, the different people that people might have their numbers and access to, they're not even leaking out the information to the YouTube community like that. Pay attention, man. Pay attention. See, I'm only speaking off experience because I remember one time a major fight got announced, and I posted it on my Instagram. Right, I posted it before old media did. I received all type of phone calls. I had to take it down because somebody else had to announce it first. I was like, wow, the game is rigged. The media game is rigged. And it was at that point I realized that those people didn't want to see me succeed because how do they know I got the information from you? But for you to tell me to take it down and go through the lengths that you did to have me take down a post, alarm me that you didn't ever want to see me win. That's what I said. So when this fight does not be announced, right? Everybody's gonna run to YouTube and talk about it and act like they're the ones breaking it. But in actuality, old media is going to break it first. Most likely Mike Cobbinger, because you see when the talks had picked up and uh he did the post and Earl Spence commented on the post with the flexing emojis. See, that's how the game is played. It's not going to go through your favorite YouTuber that talks about Spence Crawford every single day. It's not. And like I said, a lot of these guys claim they have sources and access to these fighters and these coaches and the team members, and they don't even have real information, concrete information. So it goes to show you. That's why I said when you go to YouTube for your boxing news, are you really in the loop? Because a lot of the stuff that comes off of YouTube channels is pretty much people sitting back looking at other articles, watching Twitter, watching Instagram, and creating content. Creating content. If you don't have the actual source, if you're not calling up like I'm gonna tell you something. If it does come from YouTube, right? A credible, reliable source will be Bernie the Boxer. Because Bernie the Boxer is an actual team member. He's Team Crawford official. Or like we like to say with Team Tucker official. He's Team Crawford official. So if any YouTube channel does break the announcement, it'll be Bernie, man. Bernie knows more than what he's telling right now. Trust and believe that. Because I'm just speaking from, like I said, Team Tucker official. You know a lot of stuff, but it's a lot of stuff you can't release for business reasons. You know, that's just the game. So when I see these channels, right, day after day with their thumbnails and their alleged stories, you know, I just laugh, man. I get a kick out of it, man. I get a kick out of it, and then I really get a kick out of it how many people are so in the dark. Like people will argue you down and tell you like, oh no, this one said that he's always right. This one said that he's always right. Hey, bro, man, nah, this is YouTube, man. I'm telling you, they don't leak information to YouTubers, man. They leak the information to old media first. That's why you see Mike Coppinger was the first one to jump out there on it. If you pay attention to the YouTubers, some YouTubers had to fight on September 17th. Now we're talking October. Come on, man. Come on now. Come on now. But yeah, I just want to say that, and I want to say this too, right? Riddle me this, right? If this is the biggest fight in boxing, right? Biggest fight in boxing. That's how it's been built up on YouTube for 5 years, 5+ years, right? We just seen Canelo Alvarez and Triple G do a face-off at a Yankee game, right? At a Yankee game, they're promoting the hell out of it. They're pushing the product. They was at a Yankee baseball game promoting the fight, right? Now the Earl Spence, um, Terrence Crawford fight is a bigger fight according to YouTube, according to the different people. Appreciate that, Ronald Finkley. Why would they announce that fight on YouTube first? If it's the biggest fight in boxing. Did you just catch that source that I gave y'all? If Triple G and Canelo Alvarez are doing face-offs at Yankee Stadium, but the biggest fight in boxing is Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, but we're going to announce that fight on YouTube. Gotta make it make sense now, people. Gotta make it make sense, man. And I just, like I said, man, I just find it so ironic and funny that how like a lot of YouTubers, they do have contacts within some of these camps, right? Because it's evident, they get interviews, they get access, but you see they're not getting no information. They're not. They're really not, man. And it's just the game, man. That's just how the game is played, you know? It's just how the game is played. Like, I know a lot of people feel like because certain YouTubers, their algorithm is through the roof, you know. But I'm gonna tell you this: just because their algorithm is through the roof, in the big scheme of things, right? In the big scheme of things, it's nothing. It's nothing. Salute to Andrew Charles in the building, you know. But yeah, that's that information. Listen, it's gonna spread once it really breaks. Once the announcement is announced, it's gonna spread throughout the YTC community. But that announcement will not come from the YTC community. Let's just make that clear. All of these guys that just sit around and watch old media. Because listen, at the end of the day, they don't want to admit it, but a lot of your favorite YouTube channels, they talk that old media shit. But who do you think they get their information from? They watch old media. They watch the guys who are actually getting the concrete leads and leaked the information. It's just how the game is played. See, the source, the source is the source, man. Showtime Shaw News Media, man. Media marketing agent. I come on YouTube. I fuck with all the channels. I sit back. I listen. I observe. I watch. Like I said, yesterday, shout out to the boxing section, Kyle. Dope interview with Jihad Tucker. Shout out to D-Ray Promotions. He was on the panel. Got to ask Jihad a couple of questions. Dope interview. Definitely check that out. Support it. Jihad Tucker 8-0, 5 knockouts. 19-year-old LeBron dawn of the game. Signed the top rank at 17 years old. Came out the gate on fire. Ronald Finkley said exactly, if you stand for nothing, if you stand for something, you will fall for anything. Why is it that we as customers can't get transparency from the so-called Black Excellent Promotion? Because the so-called Black Excellent Promotion is not really Black Excellent Promotion. He's just the advisor. The promoter is TGB, Tom the Goosen Brown family. But we are, us as YouTubers and fans of boxing believe anything that we hear without doing your own research. Without doing your own research, because you have so much narratives being pushed and drilled into YouTubers' heads, bloggers' heads, boxing fans that come to YouTube looking for information, that's what you are going to automatically assume. But if you really break it down and do your research, the actual promoter slash matchmaker is Tom Brown. Al Heyman is the advisor slash manager with over 300 and something fighters that fight under the TGB promotion banner. Hopefully y'all caught that sauce, man. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? But yes, do we have any fights on this weekend? I haven't really been in the loop with it, man. I haven't really been in the loop with it, man. Yes, you're right. He said that's a fact. The clickbaiters. That's the clickbaiters' jobs, man. Like, see, some of these guys, right? They are employed. Their channels are funded. Their channels are funded. Let me repeat that. Their channels are funded by certain, you know, conglomerates. So it is their job to constantly push narratives and program the masses, the YouTubers, the people that come on YouTube and check out channels for information. It's so evident though, man. If you pay attention, it's like the radio. You know how a radio programmer, they play the same songs, same songs in constant rotation. Some of your favorite channels, right? Their creative content are the same songs over and over, over and over. Same topics, same formats. It's either this way or that way. Pro Spence and pro PBC, anti top rank, anti matchroom, things of that nature. Pay attention, man. You just got to pay attention. But like I said, that market, right? Like I said, salute to those guys that do what they do, their numbers and all that. But that market, right, is like when you put the business of boxing, right? That market is like, it doesn't even make a dent, man. It doesn't even make a dent. Shout out to World Combat Sports in the building. You know, it doesn't make a dent. That's why I said what I said. Like, if you think that the quote unquote biggest fight in boxing, announcement for the fight date being made and things is gonna come off of YouTube, you are sadly mistaken. Old media, Mike Coppinger, Mike Benson, Kevin Ollie. These are guys that's gonna get the story. These are the ones that they're gonna tell, and they're gonna let them do what they do. Either a tweet, Instagram post, or article, and then your favorite YouTuber that sits around and claims he doesn't watch them, but actually watches everything that they say. He's gonna jump out there and breaking news. Then it will spread throughout the YTC. Trust and believe that, man. Trust and believe that. Yeah, I just want to see the fight, Ron. Frankly, I just want to see the fight. To be honest, man, because like I said, I'm Team Jihad Tucker, Team Tucker. I'm just ready to see the fight, man, because there's a lot of young lions, beating at the doorsteps. And like I said, shout out to Jihad Tucker. He was on the boxing section yesterday, and when they hear these young guys calling these guys out, people want to say they're not ready and this, that, and the third, and so maybe they need to be given the opportunity to be ready. You know, when we're not getting these big fights, the division is being held up. You know, if that makes any sense. Maybe sometimes I overthink. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on and fuck with y'all for a little bit because, like I said, today is Tuesday. It is a gym day. You know, I will be down there covering some of the young novice fighters. Yes, novice. You see what I said, novice. And one thing about the source, when the source gives these young novice fighters exposure, don't let them fool you. They are getting national exposure. Trust and believe that, man. Because not for nothing, um, 2 weeks ago, we had the ESPN top ranked camera crew at the local rec center. They got national exposure. See, so when I say stuff, I really mean it, and I'm not lying. Like, what's the saying that you guys like to use? The receipts. The receipts are out there. You know, the receipts are out there. You know, are you guys still hearing me? I just got a notification that says your browser has lost connection to your camera. Combat says, what's the combat say? Hold on. He said now it's Crawford holding up negotiation because of MTK investigation. Yeah, you know, they got to come with a new narrative. You know how that goes, combat. You know how that goes. The narrative got to change because the deadline, remember, the deadline for the announcement. Like, you got to remember this too, right? Appreciate that, Ron. Thank you, Andrew Charles. You got to remember when the original date was September 17th. Remember that? A lot of channels was running with that. They was gonna fight September 17th. They was gonna go head up with Canelo. Now it's October something. So it's like, man, listen, just watch Mike Coppinger. I know guys are gonna get mad at me, man. Watch Mike Coppinger. Listen to Rick Glacier. You know, listen to real insiders, man. Not saying that certain guys on YouTube aren't insiders, but listen, when you come with a million different scenarios, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, bro. Everybody's not into the gossip and you know there's the allegations and all that, man. You know, everybody's not into that, man. Like I said, man, if I had a dollar, right, if I had a dollar for all the times that I watched the YouTube channel speculate on some boxing business and it was the exact negative, no way close to the scenario, I'd be a wealthy man. You heard what I said? Well, I didn't say rich. I said wealthy. You know what wealth is? Generational wealth. I'll be a wealthy man because half of the stuff on the YTC is just pretty much circus entertainment. It's you know, like I said, but these guys, a lot of these guys be having affiliations and connections with these fighters camps, man. But like I said, they're not getting no information. They're not getting no information. They're not hitting DJ up. Well, they probably are hitting him up, but like I said, he's not giving them nothing. He's not giving them nothing. It's so obvious because they all and they love to say like you watch these guys. They say they have relationships with this one and that one. So why don't you come with some concrete information? Why don't you come with some concrete information? Like I'm not gonna leak out what I said, but see, one of my guys, I told him some of the business because that's what like when you are a team official member, you have the information. So I disclosed something to one of my guys because I feel like he's a team member and I know he's going to keep that tight. So I told him the business already. That's what I'm trying to say. These guys aren't really in the loop with these people like that, and it shows, man. Because they might come to your channel and do an interview and repost you and big you up. But look, they're not leaking no information to you, man. None whatsoever. Whatsoever. And it shows, man. It shows. Because when Mike Coppinger, right? And this is no slight at nobody on YouTube or Instagram or social media. But when Mike Coppinger leaked that information that he leaked, all hell broke loose. Earl Spence commented on his post. Floyd Mayweather set tripped on his post, right? These are facts. This really happened. Floyd Mayweather uh, hit up one of his channels that he pretty much donates to, and leaked out what he wanted to leak out, the slander, the kill the Mike Cobbinger post, and that's what happened. That's what happened. He said the guy who trained Spence James, he says he don't watch fights, but uh, he said the guy who trained Spence, he says he don't watch fights, but he knew Porter's family personal business. And I don't even touch those guys like that, man. Different strokes for different folks, man. He said Porter was throwing a fight and Porter and Dad didn't talk. Yeah, because if you don't know, Derrick James and Kenny Porter got issues. They was gonna come to blows before the fight in LA. And certain dudes, no names given, they hold grudges. Like they're petty. It is what it is. I stand on it. They're petty. They pretend to be something that they're not, and they're very petty. You know, they're petty, and that's just how some people are. Some people are petty like that. But when they show you who they are, you got to just move accordingly. You just got to move accordingly. Man, I was able to pick up some New England clam chowder because I was running all day, man. We finally got some downtime now. That's why I said I don't. When I have to run loads for the paving crew, man, you don't really get no breaks, man. It's nonstop. Once your truck is unloaded, yeah, you're pretty much going back to the plant. You get your downtime at the end of the day. Like right now. Yeah, I got some nice. I stopped at Stop and Shop, and they had my favorite, man. If you know, you know, man. I'm a soup guy. England clam chowder. We make our own too, though, man. We didn't make it this fight camp, man, because the nutritionist, right? Shout out to the nutritionist. She was like real strict with what Jihad could put in his body fight week and all that. But the Eddie Belenga fight, we had it, man. Man, that's soup. We call it New England clam chowder too, but it's a yaga, a Jamaican one. He says he interviewed with someone, but it was far from professional. Who's that? Who are you referring to? Uh, who are you referring to, man? I just, like I said, man, I just find it so funny, right? How you have access to these team members, the fighters, the people inside the team, and they can't give out, information. Like I said, if the information does break on YouTube, bury the boxer. Bury the boxer. No knock on the rest of these other guys. I'm not taking your word for nothing. But if bury the boxer comes out and leaks anything and says anything, it's solid. And I'm gonna stand on that because he is Team Crawford official. Team Crawford official. Like these other guys, they claim they're Team Spence and they got EJ's number and Derek's number. They're cool with them, but you're not Team Spence official. You might have access to people in Team Spence official, but are they giving you official information? Most likely not. Most likely not. Because they are so in-house with everything that they do, from sparring to giving out interviews and shit like that. So why would they leak information to a YouTube channel? And they don't even grant interviews to some of these YouTube channels, man. Some of these channels that talk about them 24/7, 365. They can't go a day without a Earl Spence thumbnail. But yet they're not getting no solid leads. Are y'all catching this sauce, man? No solid leads, man. Oh man, that breeze right there with everything. Oh, he said Derrick James had an interview, but it was random outbursts instead of talking about Crawford versus Spence. Professional way. Channel maybe fight hype. Yeah, they talk to the fight hypes, the Ellie setbacks, the Blue Blood Sports TVs. champ sides, guys like that, guys that they know that would push a narrative for them. They're not going to talk to in barbershop conversations too. Forgot Fred. They talk to guys like that all the time because they know those guys won't back them against the wall or ask them anything tough because they more so want to be friendly. They want to be friends. They want to, but a real journalist that's going to ask them the questions that make them uncomfortable, they're not going on their platform or they're staying far and far away from them. Yeah, you feel me, right? Combat, none. None. No solid leads, man. No solid leads, man. For real, man. For real. But you get these guys to tell you how you know, they spoke with Derek James and they spoke with this one. So why you don't got no leads, man? You don't got no nothing, man. You guys don't have nothing. You have nothing. You have nothing. My homegirl used to say on Game of Thrones to Jon Snow. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Yeah, you know nothing. Yeah, these dudes know nothing, man. It's just YTC. You gotta take it for what it is, man. Entertainment. Take it for what it is. Entertainment, man. Shock value, man. Cause man, the fight was supposed to be in September, according to Mad Channels. It was a 55-45 split. It was all kind of stuff, man. All kind of stuff. A rematch clause. Terrence Crawford was trying to back out of the fight because he couldn't get a rematch clause. And now look what World Combat's just stated. Don't want to miss that. Now it's Crawford is holding up negotiations because of the MTK investigation. Man, I'm telling you, something new every day, man. It's something new every day, man. You can't make this up, man, but you gotta love it, man. You can't make this up, man, but you gotta love it, man. He said, Cole McGruff, yeah, the crime dog, the crime dog. But I just find it so funny how like these guys, you can get an interview with the team and different players, but you can't get no solid late leads, right? You can't. Why is that, man? Why is that? Like I said, if it breaks on YouTube first, it's gonna come from Bernie the Boxer. But like I said, from my experiences, source experience in the game, Bernie's not gonna do it because as a team Crawford official member, Bernie already knows. Trust and believe that, man. Trust and believe that. Whatever's going on and is being worked out, Bernie knows, man. As a team Crawford official member, he knows he can't leak it. You know what I'm saying? He can't. For business purposes and other purposes, he can't. But if anybody was to break it on YouTube, it'd be him. It won't be your favorite channel that their algorithm is out the roof. It won't be them. It won't. It's not gonna be them. They'll make up a whole bunch of thumbnails and different narratives, but it won't be them. Trust that, man. Trust and believe it, man. I don't care how close they tell you they are, and they can call this one and email that one and text that one. They won't be breaking it on YouTube first. Believe that. Believe that. That's going to old media. Old media that they love to hate on. Old media will be the first ones to break it when it does break. But then, like I said, the thirst of the YTC will just spread, You get thousands and countless videos. Breaking news, man. The fight is signed. It's official. The fight is signed. Wow, why does Bernie need to lie though? Bernie is he's a trainer, a former fighter. He had a couple professional fights, but he's Team Crawford, man. Like he works with fighters. He's in the gym. He's around it. So why would he need to lie, man? You know, he just does YouTube just to do YouTube because he likes talking boxing. But yeah, can't wait for it to break, man. You know, just keeping our fingers crossed that something gets put out this weekend, man. Because what with the 4th of July is what? Monday? Is it Monday? It's coming up, man. July 1st is coming up, man. If they're gonna announce this fight, they gotta announce it, man. Cause they, you gotta really start the build up. I'm not talking the YouTube build up. I'm talking like the build up what I just spoke on earlier in the stream when I said how the Canelo Alvarez and Triple G fight is nowhere near the magnitude of the Crawford Spence fight, but yet they was at the Yankees game doing a face off in Yankee Stadium. Promotion, marketing, promotion, marketing. So if a fight that isn't even as big as Spence Crawford is already out there, and their fight is when September, they're already out in front, promoting, marketing to a whole nother genre, a baseball, a baseball audience. Hopefully y'all caught that source. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? I don't know. Nothing. But yeah, they gotta announce this fight and get on top of the promotions, man. Now I'm not talking YouTube promotions, man, because the industry already let us know that we talk about this every single day, and they're still pulling teeth and nails about stuff, money. They don't know if the fight is going to generate the money. So they're just letting you know all the YouTube talk does nothing. That's why I said when it comes to the business of boxing, YouTube is such a small dynamic. See, YouTube is mainly for the YouTube hustlers. The guys that's on here trying to, get a quick flip or something. To each his own. But when it comes to the business of boxing, the industry, the $1 million industry of boxing, YouTube is laughed at, man. It's laughed at. The only one they're not laughing at on YouTube is Jake Paul. You know why? Because Jake Paul went from a YouTube sensation to a promoter, booking out MSG. Now he flipped the game. That's a whole nother live stream, a whole nother day. I'll break that down too. He says 4th of July announcement, shaking my head. But yeah, that's what they said on YouTube. That's what that's been a YouTube narrative. 4th of July. He said, I won't hold my breath. To be honest, I'm really hating now. Boxing does the black customers like myself. I bought Spence Ugos because I care about the sport and it's promise we should receive. A lot of people bought it, but shout out to my man, and I quote Rick Glazier. Motherfucker, I stole it. Nah. shout out to Ronald Fakely for buying the what's the name? for buying the what's the name? But yeah, Ronald, a lot of people stole it, brother. And the industry knows that, man. That's why they, you know, with this fight, it's taking so long, man. Because contrary to the narratives, the A side is not really the A side seller like that. You know? When you are A side, right? And shout out to Randy and D-Ray Promotions. We had this conversation yesterday morning. When you are the A side, the true A side, pretty much you carry the fight. It doesn't matter who you're fighting. The fight is going to sell because you are the A side. You know? So when you try to say that Spence is the A side, when he doesn't do A side numbers, just say he has the belts. Just say he has more of the belts because he needs a dance partner, man. His numbers have been declining. And they're not fighting in Dallas, so Jerry's not buying 12,000 seats this time. Hopefully y'all caught that sauce, man. He said it's too much corruption. You get rid of the B side when you win. My logic. Yo, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, Floyd, Oscar, Canelo, certain fighters, that's what they are. They are attractions. They are sellers. They are, what it is. Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford need each other because I'm gonna say this: Canelo Alvarez, right? Yesterday was his press conference in Manhattan, downtown Manhattan. Then they went to the Yankee game. Yeah, he did a in-house. Listen, this is A side shit. He did an in-house at a gym. Yeah, they had to shut the gym down. The fire marshals and I should have reported on this yesterday, but like I said, I got other things going on. I'm Team Tucker official, so sometimes I don't get to jump on all the time in this report boxing news. But yeah, they had to shut the gym down. The fire marshals was called in because a building has, a certain amount of capacity that it is allowed before it is considered a hazard or a code violation. A side, Canelo's A side. He had a city gym building, whatever. The fire marshal had to come and shut down the event because it was too many people. Too many people there. It was too many people on the block. That's A side shit. Now, I've been to some of these guys meet and greets. I've been around them. They're not doing it like that. See, that's A side shit. That's A side shit. Hopefully, y'all caught that sauce. Ronald Finkman says, "Who wins, a tiger or a lion?" The tiger's the bigger cat, man. To be honest with you, but a lion is ferocious, man. That to me, I'm gonna tell you, man. I want you to catch this sauce, man. To me, they're both big pussy cats, man. I'd rather go with a dog. Lion and a tiger, they are just two big pussy cats, man. They're big cats, man. You know? Oh man, Canelo's a rock star, bro. Canelo's different, bro. He's different, man. That's why he garners the type of money that he garners, man. Cause he's a boxing rock star, man. You know, he fights whoever he wants to fight. He moves how he wants to move. That's A side shit, man. The last person to do it like that was Floyd Mayweather, and before him, Oscar De La Hoya. He said we didn't hear about nobody getting hurt at a press conference. Nah, they didn't. The press conference was, a normal matchroom press conference. You know, matchroom is serious business, man. They don't do that old that ghetto shit. They ain't into that ghetto shit. But yeah, they had the press conference yesterday, and I think, like I said, it wasn't yet because Canelo was in town for a few days. It might have been Sunday, the event at the gym where they had to have the fire marshals come in. They had to clear the block. Yo, man, that dude is different, man. That dude is different, man. That dude is just different, man. The word spread it that Saul Canelo Alvarez was at the gym. Man, if his peoples, when I say his peoples, and I'm not just saying the Mexicans, because there was probably other boxing fans out there, yo, they mobbed it out just to get a glimpse of him, man. Yo, Ron, I'm not, listen, check this out, right? See, you getting caught up in the YTC shit, right? I'm gonna say this, right? All these dudes talking that violent shit and team this and team that. Crawford was just in Dallas. He was just in Dallas, man. So if they was gonna do something to him, Why didn't they do something to him? He was in Dallas before he went on vacation with his family. He was in Dallas at the mall, moving around. They probably was handling business. But see, instead of channels speaking on that, they want to speculate and do other things. Why else would he be in town? They probably was trying to iron stuff out on a personal level. Like, yo, man, we got to get this fight done. You ever watch Ali? Look, now I'm gonna give you some real gems, right? You ever watch Ali with Will Smith? Yeah, remember when Ali was fucked up in the game, right? He was trying to get his license back. He was trying to get back on. Yo, him and Joe Frazier linked up. They linked up. They riding around together. Him and Joe. What's to say Earl Spence and Bud Crawford ain't meet up like that and try to hashtag some differences out while the fight's not being made? But hey, what do I know? But yeah, people should have did a video on that instead of trying to, you know, make it seem like Omaha and Dallas is gonna turn up and fight one another. Listen, man. Like I said, boxing is $1 million industry. The people that run this industry, they are not letting you fuck up millions and millions of dollars with the ignorance. So I don't even feed into those lame ass narratives, man. Because listen, they fucked up the bag, right? I'm gonna tell you, the Tank Davis event, they fucked the bag up. They probably had to pay. Well, they probably still gonna have to pay, and it's gonna trickle down because people was injured, and I know they probably have lawsuits. You know, people got injured at that Tank Davis event, so I'm pretty sure the Barclays Center is gonna get sued, and it's gonna trickle down, man. But see, that's not being discussed. Maybe I'll do a video on that, man. Maybe I'll do a video on that, man, at some point. You know? Maybe I'll drop some sauce on that, man. He said, most definitely. That's a good look. I seen that part. I never comment negative on either boxer's channels. He said, but that might not be possible just to be a spectator. That's why events fail. But yeah, I don't. We'll see, man. Supposedly the announcement is coming, man, in the next couple of days, man. According to the YTC, where the information is leaked first. Yes, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed my sauce, man. I was gonna put the link in the description box, but I'm at work still. But I want to jump on because, like I said, today is a gym day. I will be at the gym for the guys. I will be down there for the guys. Shout out to Amani. Amani is a young fighter. Trying to get him ready for the nationals. Couple more fights, he'll be able to qualify when then we start doing these national tournaments. He will be out there with his stablemates. Young Marley Tucker, man. Marley Tucker is a national champion. The new ratings came out now. He's ranked 4th. They have a tournament in Wichita, Kansas. I believe it is from July 9th to the 19th. We was planning on going to that one, but we want to go to the one at the end of the year because that's when most of all the big hitters come out. And if you know anything about Team Tucker official, how we carry it, we are big game hunters. As you hear Jihad's many interviews, he wants all of the smoke. And his younger brother is the same way. So we like to go to the national tournaments where, the top guys, the number 1 seed, the 2 seeds, the 3 seeds are at. That's where we earn our bones. That's where we earn our bones, man. But yeah, once again, man, salute to everybody that tapped in with this Andrew Charles Ronald Finkley. Of course, my God, World Combat Sports on deck. Let me see if I'm missing anybody else. I don't want to miss nobody. I'm just getting new to this because, like I said, a lot of times I used to speak on, nobody used to be in my chats, but I was still doing my thing because I like to hear my voice. But yes, once again, rest in peace to Patrick Day. Like I always said, the Haitian sensation. Look, that is some original sauce right there. Legends never die. You know, media marketing agent. He believed in me, and I know he is shining down on me, smiling right now because the sauce is stronger than ever and growing and growing and growing. And Patrick always told me it was going to be like that one day. And my God, it is. Once again, we're going to wrap this up. Like I said, salute to the chat today. Always remember, listen, man, you're going to have naysayers. I got a video. Look, I want to play this video before I close out. Let me throw this video up. And shout out to my uncle. I got to give my uncle credit for this video. This is his video. I just want to put this out there, man. And this is evident with anything in life. With anything in life. I want y'all to catch this, though. I want y'all to catch this. This is evident, man. This is a real while I find the video, I'm gonna play this one for y'all.
This is the Sauce Talk. You see who I got, man. This man needs no introduction. I ran the Blade Barkley, the BX finest, man. Stand up, man. First off, champ, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Man, you are one of the best fighters. You know, one of the greatest fighters, man. I think you are the only man in history to beat Tommy Hearns twice. Not once, but twice.
Yeah, I definitely did. I mean, that's something I can really say Ray Leonard didn't do.
Yes, that's a fact.
Yes, that was the Blaze. Shout out to Iron Man Barkley. Living legend, man. Hall of Fame, man. Do the right thing, man. That brother deserves to be in there. But here's the other video. And I want you guys to catch this sauce, right? This is Isaac Hayes Jr. This is Isaac Hayes' son. He's gonna drop some real gems. He's gonna state something that is so true in regards to followers, you know, people on your page and things of that nature. Listen to this. Catch the sauce before I close out.
5% of the people that follow you are your fan base. So if you have 1 million followers on social media and 50,000 people really rock with you. The other 95% of people follow you passively like a magazine at a checkout aisle. Or they're nosy or they're haters.
Haters.
The other 5% are like, I rock with y'all.
Yeah.
And that's what you focus on.
Yeah, see, that's what the sauce experience is all about. Hopefully you caught that sauce. We focus on the 5% that we know support us and rock with us. Later, for the other 95% that are just nosy, that are jealous, that are haters. Yesterday, I had a phone conversation with a guy who I know is a supporter. So when I had the opportunity to support him with something that I knew he really wanted, I made it happen. He got to interview Jihad Tucker on somebody else's platform. Hopefully you caught that sauce. Always keep God first. Do unto others as you want them to do to you. And always keep your eye on the prize, man. You keep your eye on the prize, man. You keep your eye on the prize. Appreciate that, World Combat. Always keep your eye on the prize, right? And like my grandmother, my mother, and my father used to tell me, right? You don't judge your growth off of somebody else's growth. You judge your growth off of your growth. As long as you are moving in the right direction, you will get there too. See, some of us just don't get there as fast. But as long as we are moving in the right direction, we will all get there. Hopefully y'all caught and enjoyed this sauce. Everybody be good. You know, like I always do, I got to close out with baby girl, Coach Reen on the scene. I know she is super excited. Tonight is a gym night for her, and she will be turning up, doing what she does in the gym. Coach Reen on the scene.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.